I lost a lot of blood. I thinking I'm in the grandpa's room in hot water. That is not hot water, that I light in my own blood.
Although her wounds are healing, Ilona still carries the emotional scars of a brutal attack in her home just 3 months ago.
The 73-year-old woman has been rushed to the Dandenong Hospital in a serious condition, life-threatening injuries which she sustained as a result of what appears to be a home invasion.
On May the 21st, the grandmother, who lives alone, hears a knock at the door. Detective Senior Constable David Shannon explains what happened next.
As she's opened the door, she's seen the knife in his hand. And he's kicked the door in, has struck her on the face, and has knocked her to the ground in the hallway. At which point, he's ran over to her, he's put his knee on her chest, he's held the knife to her chin.
Ilona gives him all her cash and hands over her credit card, even writing down her PIN number.
He said, "Don't you lying old bitch if he's not write his PIN number, because I 2 days later come back and I cut your throat."
At knife point, he rips off her medical alarm and forces her to the lower level.
She was very nervous and very afraid at that stage. So down she's come. She's complied with every demand that he's made. And then when he gets her to the bottom of the stairs, he stabs her in the neck.
Ilona blacks out and the intruder flees.
It's almost beyond belief. I can't understand why anyone would do that.
The widow wakes, confused, thinking she feels hot water on her back.
I was thinking, that is not a hot water, that is my blood.
We've had professional cleaners in, and there are quite large stains of blood, where there were large pools of blood from the day.
Blinded by her injuries and badly bleeding, Ilona crawls up the stairs, reaches her alarm and calls for help.
I just thinking about for help. I not get that help, I'm be dead.
As help arrives just after 4 p.m, police believe Ilona's attacker is already using her card at an ATM on the corner of Lonsdale and Clough Streets, Dandenong. Here is an image of the suspect police hope someone will recognise. Investigators would also like to speak to this man. Besides Ilona, he may be the only person who had a good look at the suspect.
If you know who he is, you've got to come forward. This is horrible. This is a horrible act. Any person that's done this needs to be punished for it. If they do it to this lady, they could do it to anybody. You've got to come forward. You've got to give us some information.
Ilona still suffers pain from the attack. But what hurts most is she can no longer feel safe in the home she's lived in for 43 years. She has since moved out.
Because that is not be fair for one crook put me out for my own house, myself, my husband, my children, and just take it away for 1 minute everything.